Hey, what's up everybody? So today I wanted to make a video on how to get more Instagram followers, which, I mean, everybody wants, right? Everybody wants more followers. Now, I don't believe in ever buying followers or likes or comments. I think that is just a dead-end road. Um, sure, it might work initially, but it's going to end up catching up to you or getting your accounts banned. I believe in growing them pretty much organically, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So I have an account that I just created like a week ago, open right here on my desktop, and it's called Sick Whips. And for those of you that don't know what a whip is, it's basically just slang for a car. I guess a couple other vehicles could fall under it too, but it's essentially just nice vehicles or fast vehicles or specialty vehicles. So this account, I'm pretty much just going to post car pictures. Now there might be a few trucks and bikes mixed in just to, make it a little bit more interesting, but I think like 90% of my pictures are going to be just beautiful pictures of like luxury and different types of exotic cars. And you can see I just started posting pictures like 4 days ago. I haven't put really much effort into this account at all yet. Eventually I will. You can see I'm not even like commenting, or I'm sorry, I'm not even putting captions to these pictures yet. I'm just getting the account rolling here. So here's what I'm going to do to find people that want to follow my account, because believe it or not, guys, just posting pictures is just not going to work unless you're a celebrity or a big brand like Budweiser or Apple, where everybody on earth knows who you are. You got to follow the heck out of people, or your account is just never gonna grow. I've been doing Instagram for a little over 2 years now, and I mean, you can post pictures all day, but if you don't, follow and like and comment, I mean, you're gonna grow at like, I don't know, just trust me, it's not gonna work. You're gonna need a software like Mass Planner, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, to grow your account. So here's what I'm going to do to find people that I think will follow my account. I'm going to go up here in the search bar, and I'm just going to type in cars and see what comes up. Okay, so these should mostly be accounts related to cars. I'm going to scroll down and find something new. Okay, this guy's got 2.6 million followers. How many of those are real? I don't know, but as long as his account is in the car niche, that's all I really care about, because they're really, I guess I could do some digging and really find out how many of his accounts or his followers are real, but sometimes it's just not even worth the hassle of doing that. So okay, he's got good looking pictures of cars. Yeah, and he's doing, looks like he's doing some advertising too. Yeah, definitely. That's okay. It's a big account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm going to copy his account name. I'm going to click off of my Instagram account, and I'm going to go into my Mass Planner module. And this is pretty much what it looks like when you're in the tools section. It might look complicated, but it's not. If I can figure it out, anybody can figure it out, because I'm pretty new to Mass Planner. Only been using it a few months, and there's a little bit of a learning curve like the first couple days, but once you bounce around the site a little bit, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Okay, so I have my account open, Sick Whips, up here. I have a bunch of other accounts which I'm not going to open up right now. I don't want to confuse anybody watching this video, but you can tell what account you're on by right here next to this Instagram logo and up here in the top left. So I have tools clicked. You have three options here: settings, follow sources, and results. So I'm going to go to follow sources. Now that account that we just looked at, Exotic Performance, I want to follow their followers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here, this box, I'm going to click paste. Okay, so now I want to follow their followers. So I'm going to click right here. And yeah, see down here it got added. Now, these accounts right here that you see, these 6 accounts, I'm following all their followers. Now, if I wanted to follow the people that those accounts are following, I would just do what I just did and click here. But I don't want to do that because these bigger accounts, they don't follow that many people, and the people they do follow are probably just different types of entrepreneurs and just other sites that have nothing to do with what I want to, you know, what the followers that I'm looking for. I probably don't want the people that they're following. So I'm just going to go back down here and delete the followings. I just want the followers. So let's do that one more time. Go up here, type in cars. Let's find one more account that's pretty decent. Okay, muscle cars only. Let's just see if, yeah, these are going to be car videos and car pictures. It's going to be exactly what I'm looking for. High quality. Looks like this guy put some time into his account. Look, he has almost 250,000 followers. So same thing. Copy. Go back into Mass Planner. Paste. Click on Add Account Followers. And it's added. So I'm following all of the followers of these accounts. Normally, probably once every week or two, I'll go in and maybe delete one and add another one. So that is pretty self-explanatory. You can also follow people by keyword search. Like if I put in cars and I wanted trucks and engines, I don't recommend doing this, the keyword search. It's not anywhere as near. It doesn't work anywhere as near as well as the follow friends of target accounts. So I would, if you want more followers, just do what I do. Just follow the friends of accounts. You can follow by username. Like if a bunch of usernames have the word car in them, I can't imagine that many, because there's only so many different variables you can type in for cars, because you know that you can't use the same username twice. So that's pretty much it for the follow sources. So let's go back to the settings. So this account is pretty new, so I'm just warming it up. Anytime you start a new Instagram account, you don't want to follow a ton of people or like a ton of posts the first couple weeks, so I'm just taking it slow. So these are my settings. I'm following between 55 and 60. I mean, you can move this around, but I'm following between, I guess right now, 55 and 70 people per operation, with a delay of 60 seconds to 106 seconds in between. So it won't follow more than one person a minute, the way I have the settings set up right now. I have it following between 138 and 151 different accounts per day. And every single day, it's going to add 39 more people. So this will go from 151 to 200. It'll be following between, I guess this will bump up to. So tomorrow, or I should say today, it's going to follow between 138 and 151. And tomorrow it's going to follow around 200. And I have it to increase by 39. If you're wondering why I picked 39, it doesn't really matter. That's where I stopped clicking. So it's going to increase every day by 39 until it gets to 999. And it's never going to follow more than 999 people per day. I don't recommend ever following more than 1,000 people a day. Just to play it safe, I stay under that number. I mean, you can if you want, but you know, you risk the chance of getting banned. So there's a few other options in here that you can do. You can add a random sleep time, like if after every, let's say, 10 to 15 operations you wanted to sleep for an hour, you would just change this to 55 and 60 minutes. So if you want your account to take a break after it follows a certain amount of people, that's the option you'd use. I don't normally use that. I don't really need to. And up here is the same. You can switch these numbers around. So the way I have it set up, it's going to follow between 55 and 70 people per operation. And after it does one operation, it's going to break for 10 to 15 minutes, because you don't want to continually every minute follow people for 15 hours a day. You just don't want to do that. So, I mean, these are pretty conservative settings, but like I said, the account's like, I don't know, like a week old. So you have the options here to stop the toll. So if you wanted to run for an hour, or if you wanted to, let's say, stop after 10 minutes and take a 50-minute break or 5-minute break, you can. I don't ever stop the toll, because it pretty much stops on its own. Right here, where it says follow between, I have it set to follow between 6 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. So it won't follow anybody between 12 a.m. and 5:59 a.m. because you want your account to take a break. You don't want it to run 24 hours a day, because no human being is normally up 24 hours a day. And if you are, you're not going to be on Instagram every 2 minutes for 24 hours. So another nice thing is the enable automatic follow. So what it's going to do is it's going to follow people. And when it gets between 6,500 and 6,670, it's going to stop following. And then you have an option to start to unfollow. So if this account gets anywhere between 6,500 and 6,670, it'll stop. And if I want it to automatically start to unfollow, there's an option to do that. But this video is just going to be about following. So you can see down here the unfollow. After this stops following, it's going to take about a 3-hour break before it starts unfollowing, because you don't want to follow, and then stop cold turkey and then start unfollowing. That's going to throw up red flags, and you don't want your account to get banned or flagged. So these are the settings that I have. Now everything you see can be changed, and it doesn't matter what these really are. I mean, I change them all the time. I mean, I can change this to 5 a.m. if I wanted. Everything that you can possibly think of when it comes to following someone, any option you can think that you want is here. So let me show you some more things. I only follow people that have an image in their profile, because if I didn't take time to even put an image in their Instagram profile, it's probably like a crap account or some fake spam bot account I don't want to follow. I normally check this. I like to follow people with at least 5 pictures, because if they're not posting pictures, they're probably like never on Instagram, or like I said, they're fake. You have this option here. This just makes sure somebody filled out their bio at least a little bit. It's not completely blank. I probably should have this checked. If somebody has words in their bio that you don't want, like something that sounds just really spammy or just something just terrible that you just don't want anything to do with, you can click this, and then you'd add the words right down here. And there's a few other options in here I don't normally use. I guess if I just had one account and I just wanted to grow the heck out of it, I'd spend a lot more time going through these, but I'm really not that picky when it comes to following. I just want to make sure they're not private, they have a profile image, and I normally have this checked. You want them to have at least 5 pictures. I haven't started liking with this yet, but here's the option. If you want to start liking a picture, or I'm sorry, if you want to follow somebody and then like one of their posts right out, this is what you do. Come in here, click this. Let's say follow between, like between 1 and 2. Set this 5. You want to start these off really, really low if you haven't started to like. So I probably should start to like photos with this account. So every day I'm going to increase my likes by 3 until it gets to, let's say, 1100. Okay, so here's what I just did. I want to like a post after I follow someone, and I only want to do 1 or 2 likes per post per person. So let's say I just followed your account. This will manually go in and like between 1 and 2 of your photos. It's only going to do that 5 to 10 times a day, and each day it's going to increase by 3. So I hope that makes sense. You can also comment. I don't recommend commenting. It's one of those things that just sets your account up for a red flag. So I don't really check commenting. You can send a direct message to somebody after you follow them. I don't normally do that. And you can actually pick which days of the week you want this to work. So let's say I wanted to follow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just block these out. Now my account is only going to follow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now some people do that. What they'll do is they'll follow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe take a day off, and then unfollow Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's totally up to you. You know, you can follow 6 days a week, take a break on Saturday. I follow 7 days a week, and once I get to the limit of followers I want to follow, I stop and then I unfollow. So let me just show you some of the results. This is from earlier today. Yeah, today is Friday, December 23rd. So it finished following the desired amount of people I wanted to follow earlier this morning, and it should only have followed about 160, 150. Yeah, it followed 148 people today. And tomorrow it should follow 200, and then the day after that it should follow 240. But you can see, it not only does it show you how many people that it followed, but it shows you from what account. You can see here followers, car video, that means cars video. That means that it followed their followers. So you can see that it's working. And you can see the account name actually that it followed. Now this information is pretty useless. You don't really need to see this, but every once in a while you want to go in and make sure that it is following. All you got to do is look at the date. So now I showed you what the results look like. You can actually export these too if you want to follow with another account. I never use any of these settings up here. So that pretty much sums it up for the follow sources. I showed you that first. And in the settings, there's really not much more I can show you. You can come in and play around and see how it works, but this is on autopilot. Once this is set, I do recommend coming in maybe once a week and just switching it around. Maybe instead of following between 6 a.m. and 11:59, you switch it to 7 a.m. and 10:59. There's also other options where you can have your account go into sleep mode in between a certain time of day. That's a little bit different than what I'm doing. This is just a video on following, so I don't want to get off the path here too much. But yeah, this is just an amazing tool that I use every single day. And if you want to go ahead and check out Mask Planner, if you don't already have it, there will be a pop-up that'll show the link that you need to click on, and you can go ahead and go on over and check out Mask Planner. And they actually have a free 5-day trial. Go ahead and get started and mess around with it. I'm going to make a few more videos on other options that you can do with Mask Planner, so stay tuned for those. Let me mention one more thing. For Mask Planner to work, you have to have a Windows operating system. So if you don't have a Windows operating system, there is a way around it. If you're familiar with a VPS system, you can go into different websites that offer VPS hosting, which is basically just a virtual private server that you pay for on a monthly basis. It's not that expensive, but it's essentially like renting someone else's computer, like a Windows computer, and just using their computer. That's basically what it is. So if you have a Mac at home, or you know, just a really old or slow Windows computer and you want something fast, I definitely recommend getting a VPS. I don't personally use a VPS. I just use my computer, and I just leave my computer on 24 hours a day, but a lot of people can't or don't want to do that. So another way around it is the VPS. So that concludes this video on how to get more followers and how to use Mass Planner's following tool. Thanks, guys.